So, my name is Nisi Ogulu. I am a singer-songwriter, owner of two startups. One is an EV automotive company that specializes in making vehicles out of Africa. And the other one is an animation production studio that focuses on telling African stories. So today, I would love to talk to you all about really finding your path, essentially, and staying flexible, understanding what it means to be dynamic in terms of embracing who you are as a person, embracing your career paths and your choices predominantly. And I'll tell you a bit about my journey through that process as well. Seems like there's a lot of things that I do, but there's a method to the madness. I didn't just wake up one day and decide to do it all at the same time. So, talking through my process, the first thing you always start with is change. When you want to sort of define who you are and the steps you want to take in achieving your dreams or your career paths. So I had to learn change, and I know it can be sometimes daunting. So with change comes uncertainty, fear, and quite a bit of discomfort. In forging my path, I wanted to make sure that I stayed exploring the various facets of myself. One way would be spending days working on a design and then all of a sudden completely change it because I know that there's a completely different avenue I would rather take. And that was a way I had to get in touch with embracing change. For me, it was important to adjust my mindset to the fact that it was up to me to make the decision of using change as a ticket to new and exciting destinations. So after change, in terms of dealing with what emotions you feel as you try to discover yourself, there's also fear. So overcoming fear was the next thing for me. It was about knowing that fear is just an invincible wall that you need to surpass. It's not something that actually exists to hold you back, especially if you don't let it. An example of a personal time for me with fear was when I was planning an exhibition. I had 2 weeks to do 15 paintings. So I thought, this isn't possible. There's absolutely no way. But the next thought was then, okay, great things happen when you dare to achieve the impossible. And that's the mindset I needed to function with. So roll up your sleeves, take it one day at a time. And you never know, you just might be successful at whatever it is that you decide to do. That had me changing my perspective on what failure is, essentially. Because the word success is accomplishment of an aim or purpose. And people always look at failure as such a final thing. And I don't like to think of it that way. Everybody here, I'm sure, has had some form or encounter with having a setback. And if you think back to that time where you stumbled, look at it as less of a full stop and more of a comma, a pause, a rewrite in your life script. It's a chance for you to learn, to grow, and redefine your next act. I certainly have had more no's than yeses in my life. I've had to embrace what we refer to as failure as a secret code to unlocking unforeseen possibilities and potential. So my message on failure would really be, anytime you encounter a setback, to remember that it's just life's way of giving you a little course correct towards your intended or potentially even better suited future for yourself. In me understanding what that self was, I had to do a lot of self-assessment and self-discovery, which led me to unboxing who Nisi is. Who am I as a person? What do I want to do? In my case, I studied mechanical engineering here at Warwick University, while still creating art and music simultaneously. So living in the library on one hand, I don't know if there's any mechanical engineering students here. This is the art facility, so I doubt there will be. Living in the library or in the engineering department most days, and on weekends running to London to record a record for a management company or a potential label, and then having to paint in my dorm or in my apartment when I hit second year and I could move out of Sherborne living facilities. I had to embrace myself as being a multi-hyphenate and the complexities that come with it. There are sacrifices to your social time. There are sacrifices to your ability to just wing or be spontaneous because you have to be meticulous about how you handle your schedule. So only then was I really able to be honest with myself and set a realistic strategy, which included also building a team that could allow me execute in a way that all of my chosen fields could be done as efficiently as possible. Which brings me to teamwork. Without teamwork, I think a lot of us, in terms of achieving what our goals and our dreams are, will end up being very fatigued people, and we will have a long period of unsustainable productivity. So there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. It's important to gather people whose skills may be better than yours, and understanding that there is power in delegation, understanding that in order to really achieve what you want to achieve, that you sometimes come out of yourself, and understand that it's a better course of action to have the right people around you with a common and shared vision that can take you to that destination. Now, in wanting to get to a destination, you need to have goals. Getting your goals, setting your goals is also a very important facet. After you master the art of embracing change, conquer your fears, unbox yourself, you have to set sail for new horizons with a vision in mind. So having a strategic goal, clear vision, resilience, adaptability, hard work, and of course the right resource are also important things to really understanding how to define your path, knowing what you would need along the way. And with those things in place, it's only a matter of time till you get wherever it is that you want to go. Another thing I try to bear in mind in following my goal setting and following dreams and achievements is that even when you reach one goal and get to where it is you think you want to be in your career, there's still a requirement for consistency. What you want to ultimately have is something that can continue to yield returns. So you have to be careful not to rush, mismanage, manhandle, because that can be a great enemy to your longevity. In conclusion, I think the main message I want to leave today is to imprint an idea on everybody's minds. That life's path isn't essentially etched in stone. It's an ever-evolving canvas for you to define, for you to lay out what your plans are, take on an adventure. So it's important to embrace change, tackle your fears, explore your inner self, and set new goals. Your journey isn't bound by your starting point, but the boundless horizons you choose to chase. So in total, thank you all for gracing me with your time, and I hope you all leave here today not just informed, but inspired to embark on your own path of redefinition, dance with change, and embrace the magic of personal growth and fulfillment. The power to redefine your path lies with you. This is my little story and my outlook on what it means to form yourself and define a way forward and a path and career choice as you move in life. So thank you very much.